Hi everybody, Kirsten here, and today I'm going to be doing an author talk for you guys. In the honor of her newest book being released this past week, I'm going to go ahead and do a spotlight on the author R.S. Gray. The Allure of Dean Harper did just come out this past week. I love her books, and so I thought this would be a really great chance to talk about them. This author I found so randomly. I have Kindle Unlimited, which is a subscription service that you get through Amazon. It's $10 a month, and you basically rent books from Amazon and you give them back when you want to read a new one, and you can keep them as long as you want, but you do have to pay that subscription service, that $10 every month. And all of her books are on Kindle Unlimited, and that is how I found her. The first book of hers that I read was The Allure of Julian Lefray, and I had no idea it was a part of a series, but I was so excited when I finished it and I saw that Dean Harper was going to be coming out several months later. So I went back into the Kindle Unlimited store and I got all of her books because they're all there. And if you don't have Kindle Unlimited, that's fine, because her ebooks are very affordable. They range from $2.99 or less, and they're all really great. Like every single one I like. So that is a feat in itself, because even some of my favorite authors, I don't like all of their books, but I love all of the books that she's written. They are all new adult contemporary books, but the majority of her books are basically romantic comedies. The reason why I do love the characters that she writes in these books that she writes is because they're so funny. And you have to have a bit of humor when you're reading these kinds of books, because almost all of them are the same. Like, I love the new adult genre, don't get me wrong. New adult is my baby. I read new adult books like nobody's business. I love them all. But after a while, they do get pretty repetitive because they do deal with kind of like the same issues. And I do have a new adult book talk that I'll go ahead and link below, where I talk a little bit about new adult books. For those of you that don't want to sit through an 8-minute video, new adult genre is basically a romance. They're all strictly romance novels. Just throw this out there. They are a little bit steamier in content. The sex is a little bit more graphic than it is in YA. Some of them are very graphic, some not so graphic. The reason why I like R.S. Gray's books is because they aren't so graphic. Her books deal with mainly the sexual tension that builds between the couples, and that is my favorite part of a romance novel, is the sexual tension. Give me all the sexual tension. That's all I want in the world, is sexual tension, and she does it really well. So when you do read NA, just keep in mind they're all going to be contemporary, they're all going to be romance, and they're all going to have an element of sex to them. And the age bracket for the characters generally run from 18 to 26. So her books do follow along those lines. The Allure of Dean Harper is the second book in a series. It is the Allure Series. The first book is The Allure of Julian Lefray. This is The Allure of Dean Harper. It follows two friends that move from Texas to New York. The first book is the old Jo. She's moving to New York. She has a fashion blog, and she meets Julian Lefray, and it's just really great, and she becomes like this big name in the fashion world, which is really awesome. And then The Allure of Dean Harper, you have Lily, who's moving up from Texas to follow Jo, who is her best friend. She has a food blog and she wants to be a food critic, and she gets into the restaurant industry and meets Dean Harper. So it's really cute. The next series follows sisters, and this one's going to be a heart novel. So there's two of them. Duet follows the first older sister. She's a pop star. She meets a not so pop star, and there's a lot of tension there. They spend a lot of time in the woods in Montana. And then there's the design, which follows her younger sister, who wants to make it as an architect. So there's a lot of workplace sexual tension. Gotta love that too. Her heavier books is With This Heart. This is actually my favorite out of all of the books, even though it's a heavier, and I do love comedic property of the rest of her books. But With This Heart does follow a young girl who was close to losing her life and is trying to regain it back. It's really heartwarming, and I really loved it. Another one of her books is Behind His Lens, and this follows a model-photographer relationship as it progresses. This one's called Scoring Wilder, and this is another one of her new adult books. This is more college age, and she is not quite of drinking age yet. This is more on the younger side of new adult, falling for a coach. All of her books are available on ebook platform, on any ebook platform you have. She does also have physical copies of her books that you can order, and I just ordered all of them, so hopefully I will have them all in my hands soon. I'm gonna go ahead and post a link to her Instagram below. I absolutely love following her on Instagram. She is the cutest person I think I've ever seen in my entire life. It may just because I have a thing for gingers, I don't know, but she's absolutely adorable. She's really great at interacting with her readers. So if there's an author that you ever wanted to just kind of like chat with, she's always very open with that. She does do a lot of giveaways on her Instagram as well, and she gives little snippets of her next books, and it's really great. It's really hard to separate authors from their work sometimes, and the thing that I love when an author is actually like a really good person and interacts with their readers really well, it makes me like the books more, which I know shouldn't happen. I know I should separate the two, but she's just so sweet. She actually gives ARCs away, her advanced reader copies of her books away to followers and readers that aren't set up to receive them already. So if you ever wanted to receive an advanced reader's copy of any of her books, she does have small giveaways. And this time around for the Dean Harper, I wasn't online, so I didn't see it at the time, but to get an advanced reader copy of the Allure Dean Harper, all you had to do is email her, and she put her email address up, and I thought that was really great how she did that. So a lot of my friends ended up reading it, friends that don't normally get advanced readers copies, so it was really exciting and great for them. If you love new adult and you're looking for a new adult author, because let's just say that some of them do get repetitive, I loved her fresh take on the new adult genre and how hilarious her characters are, the character building, and she just all around is a really great author and person. So definitely check her books out. And thank you guys so much for watching my very first author talk, and I will see you next time.